Ya, oke, gue repeat ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Salam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Okay, for today, Alhamdulillah, because Allah always gives we blessings and merciful. And don't forget always salawat and salam to our beloved Prophet Muhammad SAW. So,
Salam.
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
today we wanna maybe sharing ya about your experience in study now.
Okay.
And I'm so interested to study abroad because at now I'm still 10th grade. Maybe after I graduation, I wanna study abroad. And then, uh, what your first first impression about study abroad?
Okay. Uh, so first, before answering your question, I will just give a brief introduction of myself. So
Yes.
my name is Raji Sadiq, and I'm from Nigeria, Osun State. I study computer science here in Malaysia, and currently in my fifth semester. So before this, I studied in Egypt. I studied in Nigeria, and also in Malaysia. So now back in Malaysia. So as you asked, my first impression uh, studying here in Malaysia. Of course, it's a very nice experience, and yeah, some challenges because leaving your home country and getting exposed to a whole new culture is kind of challenging. But over time, alhamdulillah, I got I got used to the new culture and the new way of doing things here. And yeah, alhamdulillah, it's very nice, very friendly, and the weather is also good. So alhamdulillah, it was a very nice experience. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, and I think some of my friends like you study abroad in Malaysia, and uh, they say it's so good because the Malaysia not like the culture like in Indonesian some culture. And I think in Malaysian is near to Indonesia.
Okay.
And then you choose computer science. What's your motivation to choose computer science?
Okay. Actually, that's yeah, it's kind of complicated a bit. So initially, I did not want to study. I did not want to study computer science. I wanted to study medicine. Uh, precisely to be a surgeon, a neurosurgeon. But unfortunately, I couldn't. Back in my home country before moving to Malaysia, I applied to several universities to study medicine, but unfortunately, I wasn't given admission for this, despite my result was excellent, very excellent, and yeah, everything was okay from my side. Only that I wasn't given admission. So after that, I applied to this university, and alhamdulillah, I was given admission at once. So I wasn't disappointed. Uh, for everything that happens, there's going to be a reason, and Allah is the best of planners, and always have the best plans for you. So I came here. I think that was 2022, and since then I fell in love with computer science. And as you know, today it's one of the field that's evolving the most. If you've heard of artificial intelligence, machine learning, uh, and things, and so on. So it's one of the most evolving fields right now. And yeah, I'm just eager to know more and know as much as I can about computer science and be one of a top voice in computer science in the future, inshallah. So I'm very motivated to study computer science, and I wish to further my education more after this, and I wish it goes well, inshallah.
Yes, and also you come and 2022, right?
2022, yes. That's
And
2 months ago.
I think it's still COVID, yeah,
Sorry?
still COVID.
Uh, that was the end of COVID. It's already reduced by then.
Or
So
already the normal like usually.
yeah, yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Because in Indonesian, the previous COVID already end, maybe the early 2023. Jadi
2023.
berarti, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm so interested like you about the computer science because this my passion in technology. B- Science, maybe science elementary school. I'm so interested about technologies, and until now, I'm focused by uh, network engineer.
Or network engineer.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
and yes, I think the industrial at now so need some like some engineer or like some programmer designer. This is more like our student in Indonesian
Yes.
like about the technologies. And how about in Malaysia?
Can you repeat the question again? You said students in Indonesia. What's that?
Interest for the technologies.
Okay.
And how about in Malaysia?
Okay. So if I get you well, you said the students in Indonesia are much interested in technology.
Yes.
Then how about here in Malaysia? Actually, with what I have seen, uh, I think yes, there is high interest in technology, and of course, that's what you will see everywhere. Because as I said, technology is evolving, and yeah, it has the highest paying jobs. If you, for example, my field is data science. If you become a data scientist or a machine learning engineer, artificial intelligence engineer in a top tech company, you can earn a lot of money. You can have a high income. You can live a stable life, and you'll be financially stable. And this is what everyone wants. So for youths like us that are learning, of course, there is high interest in studying computer science. And with what I've seen here in Malaysia, most of the youths are interested in this field. Also, companies also are are interested in investing in tech companies. Many companies here, with what I've seen, and banks also invest a lot of money into tech companies, most especially those that focus on artificial intelligence. So, yes, as you said, there in Indonesia, there is high interest in studying computer science, and likewise here as well. And also back in my home country, Nigeria, there is also, yeah, I can say relatively high interest in studying computer science as well.
Yeah, because maybe in Nigeria about the technology is not uh, so well like maybe in Japan. It's some like Indonesian. And then if
Yes,
someone choose computer science, yeah, maybe I mean like programmer. I think not all workers work in office, but sometimes work from anywhere.
yes, work remotely.
It's more that like comfortable, but I think what the different you choose no no like you wanna choose freelance or every day you come to office.
Oh, you mean do I prefer to work from home, as in remotely, or go to the
Yeah,
office?
because
Yeah.
if you work from home the experience maybe not more like the people every day go to office.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Actually, for me, I prefer hybrid. So it's more like both, but it's just like a combination. So as you said, if I work every time from home, though there are a lot of advantages for this, uh, I don't have to spend a lot of money on transportation. I can work as in anytime I want to, and yeah, it is very, very easy for me to work from home. But I still prefer to go to the office
Mm,
as well because there are also advantages for that. So I would just say I prefer hybrid. Hybrid is that, for example, you have 5 days in a week to go to work. So maybe the first 2 days I go to office, the remaining 3 days I work from home. So I can also switch between days. Maybe first 2 days I work at home, the next 2 days I go to the office, and the Friday I work at home. So it's very flexible. You get to experience both remote lifestyle and also the physical lifestyle. So it's kind of better for me, and that's what I prefer.
Yeah, that's good opinion. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
And
Because
one more thing to add. Actually, uh, moving around also kind of help you physically and yeah, physically, because this is common between those who work in tech programmers. When you sit for too long and you don't move around, it has bad effects on your posture and on your health. So moving around also is kind of helps and reduces the risk of you being affected with this. Yeah, this is so I prefer to work hybrid.
of
So
course,
to work. So maybe I have a question, sir. Do you prefer to work in Malaysia or in another country that we have like we have see it or look it for your um, another job after you college?
I don't think I get you well, but let me just repeat the question in the way I understand it so you correct me
Okay.
if I'm wrong. So you
Okay.
said I
So
prefer to work here in Malaysia or another country, right?
yes.
And what's the next question after that? Or is that just the question?
Just that.
Just that, okay. So actually, it depends. I have a number of factors that I consider to choose where I work. So number one, we all work for money, right? So that's that's number one. And number two is religion. Of course, if it's religion, I prefer Malaysia because it's mostly Islamic country, not fully Islamic, but yeah, Islam is very easy to perform here. But also the money is uh, one of the things I consider. So if Malaysia is going to be the best for me, of course I can work here. And if other places, for example, maybe Canada, maybe United Kingdom, United States, or yeah, elsewhere, UAE, Middle East. So yeah, I can also work there. But actually, I prefer to work in the US or the UK, and to add one more, Canada, because yeah, it's much easier there than working here in Malaysia. So Malaysia is not bad actually. I can also work here, but let me just say it depends on what happens in the future. If Malaysia is going to be the best for me, of course, Malaysia. And if it is somewhere else, of course, I will go for it.
and yeah, some people have difficult for adaptation, adapting. Yeah, I think if you first come to Malaysia, and do you feel like that?
Coming from Africa, of course, yes, it might be difficult to adapt to the culture, right? You ask culture?
Yes.
Yes. So it might be difficult to. It always is hard to adapt to the new culture because it's totally different. An example I will give is the food. The food here is very, very different from the kind of food we eat there in, for example, my country, Nigeria. So that's the first challenge that you experience. And yeah, Malaysian food is not that bad. Uh, Over time, for me, over time I got used to it, and yeah, now I eat nasi goreng, nasi bujan, nasi lemak, and roti canai, and nasi Arab, and many many other food. I'm used to it already. Although I cook also, but yeah, I'm used to the new culture. Apart from that, uh, let me just say, yeah, it's a very friendly culture and easily adaptable culture, a culture that you adapt to easily if you stay here over time. So I think it's not that of a big challenge, but yeah, there are challenges. But alhamdulillah, I am good with the new cultures so far.
Yes, I know the Malaysian people always speak like combination with the Melayuan and English.
Sorry?
It is
Malaysian
right.
people
That's
is
Malaysian people. They was combined English and Melayu.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Or that's something different with our knowledge that we know. Or yeah,
Do you mean that Malaysian people, when they speak English, they combine English with Malay? And is that a problem
yes,
for? Uh, of course, that is most of the Malaysians that speak Malay, yeah, right here in my school, even it is that speak English. Sorry, it is kind of difficult to understand sometimes, but yeah, most of my course mates can speak English fluently, and yeah, coming from a country that speak English as the official language, it's not a problem for me to understand in most cases because you can even predict what they are trying to say just by hearing a few words. Yeah, it is. English is very easy for people from Nigeria, so of course, it's not that of a big challenge for me to understand. Only when the Malay is too much more than the English in the sentence. So sometimes, yeah, it might be hard to understand.
yeah. Sometimes you not understand yeah about the Malaysian people if they speak combine.
Yeah,
And you can explain me the most valuable experience in Malaysia.
yeah, there are many actually uh, valuable experiences here. First is that leaving my home country and coming here, I've experienced. First is yeah the opportunity to have access to standard education. Alhamdulillah, my school is giving us a very standard education here, and yeah, we have something like that in Nigeria also. But yeah, the opportunity to experience a standard education in outside the country. That's number one, and number two is the opportunity to network with people. So here in my school, Alhamdulillah, I've met with uh, many amazing people that I have connected with, and now we are friends. Even some from my country, Nigeria, and some from other places. Many from here, Malaysia, and some from other countries. So and you should know that experience is something. Sorry, networking is something that might be of a high value to you later. So this is one of my valuable experiences. And also one last one is yeah, uh, exposure to the new culture and uh, yeah, to the new culture. So here in Malaysia, I've visited a lot of places and seen how things are done, and yeah, this is also a very nice experience, valuable one for me.
Yeah, the first every people feel culture shock because there is the different culture.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, um,
Maybe you have Indonesian friends at your school.
Yes, I do. I have Indonesian friends. So, most of them already graduated from QUIPS, and actually will graduate. Is yet to graduate this November. Some already graduated, and some of them are not here in my because here in QUIPS we have two campuses. One here right now in Kuala Perlis, and we have another one about a few kilometers from Kuala Perlis. The place is called Ulupau. So I have Indonesian friends there too, and here in my campus.
have you ever been to Indonesia or to another country in your college?
Uh, to Indonesia, no, but inshallah, I wish to visit Indonesia in the future. I hear there are a lot of beautiful places there in Indonesia, so inshallah, in the future. To other countries, yes, I've been to Egypt, I've been to Thailand, I've been to. This is my second time in Malaysia, and also Nigeria. So I think that's yeah, that's all. And I've also been to Qatar. So um, studied in another country. Yes, I think I mentioned this in the beginning of this meeting of this podcast that I studied here in Malaysia previously. I studied in International Model Arabic School (IMAS), and that's in Putrajaya. In Putrajaya, so I studied for a few years there. Yeah, and also in Nigeria, I completed my secondary education there.
And maybe what's the feeling or the atmosphere in Malaysia for about you in Malaysia in semester?
Oh, do you mean what? How is the weather or something like that?
Yeah, your feeling when around of the Malaysia in 5 semester that you
Have used?
um,
Yeah, actually, it has been very nice. The weather is not too harsh. Right here in Kuala Perlis, it's always kind of cold, but the sun is very, very, very hot. That's the only thing. So the sun is it's always very sunny, very, very sunny. That I just I was forced to get an umbrella for myself, and yeah, that's the only thing. The remaining is very nice. There is a cool breeze, there is rain, and yeah, it's very nice, just like my home country. Only that we don't have Hamatan here, and Hamatan was actually my most disliked season. I don't like the season, and that's just like a plus for me being here. So the weather is very nice. It's very nice for me.
is there anything that is very different between Nigeria in your country or in in Malaysia other or beside the food?
Of course, there are many different things from between this country, Malaysia, and Nigeria. So first is the culture. Of course, it's two different, very different cultures. So that's there. That's number one. The culture is completely different. But as I said before, that here in Malaysia, the culture is kind of very easy to adapt to. So it's not kind of that of a challenge. And also, uh, let me think of something else that's so different. You said aside the food, um, I think, yeah, it's kind of not really that so much different, but yeah. I can't remember a lot of things right now. So, but there are a lot of differences.
Do you have
Between
the
the
favorite place in Malaysia?
Favorite place in Malaysia? Yes, I do. Um, Let me say it's Kuala Lumpur, because actually I lived in Kuala Lumpur before, so this made me like the place because I used to visit Times Square, I used to visit Sunway Lagoon and Water Park, and many amazing places, Twin Tower. So, and it is one of the most beautiful states here. So that's my favorite state here in Malaysia. And talking about locations, yeah, Water Park is one of them. Times Square also, and yeah, that's just it.
Do you have any intention of returning to Nigeria, or whenever will you return to Nigeria?
Of course, I have the intention to go back. My family is there, so of course I have to go back to them. If I had the opportunity to go right now, of course I will. But of course, this is in the right now in the middle of the semester, so I can't. And yeah, that's it. So inshallah, maybe when I complete my studies, I will go there to back to my family because I miss them so much, and I really wish to see them anytime soon. So yes, I do intend to go back to Nigeria.
Yeah, one of the challenge is study abroad. If study abroad is cannot meet with family, yeah, maybe only video call usually.
Yeah, that's it. That's true. It's a challenge because, for example, you now you're in Indonesia. Are you close to your family?
Yes, because I'm in
Yes.
boarding school.
Boarding school. So of course, I'm very sure they will come to visit you periodically. They will come to visit you
Yes.
frequently. Maybe there's even going to be a time for that. So it can't be compared to my own case, where for the past 2 years, more than 2 years now, 2 years and a few months, I haven't seen any of my family members. And yeah, I really miss them so much. So that's a challenge, of course.
So from the first and 2 years ago, you haven't seen your member of the family. So that's mean you haven't go to the Nigeria again.
Yes, since I've been here, I haven't gone back to Nigeria up until now. So I haven't been in Nigeria, just here in Malaysia. So just a question for you guys. You said you're in boarding school. Is it a secondary school or a higher institution?
And I
It's combined between secondary high school and majority high school. Yeah. So in one place we have like secondary high school and the majority high school. Yeah, like me, I'm still in secondary high school. I'm still ninth grade. Yeah.
Ninth grade. Okay, nice. And how about you, Superman?
yes, this in IDN boarding school we not only study about IT, but we also study about the Islamic study. Every day we gonna do halakoh.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes, and in there the concept school is natural school because near with mountain, and that's so nice. I think not many school in Indonesia like IDN because IDN always have the good concept like hiking. There's so many school have the program hiking, right?
Yes, yes, that's true.
So basically, IDN is nature based school. Yeah. So
Mm.
Here we have like nature area, and yeah, we close to the nature.
Very nice. So you're exposed to the nature there in your school. That's very nice. Beautiful. So I wish you guys the best of luck, inshallah,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
myself as well.
And also we have the program, and the some student
Okay.
must teaching
Preach?
teaching.
Teach.
Teach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
We have
teach.
some program from our school that from the first of secondary high school, that's seventh grade, we have a program to got a teach somewhere or in some school. Yeah, good.
Beautiful. That's very beneficial to you guys to teach others. It makes you get better in your area of study or something like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then here, in my school, if you already 20 already 11 grade, you must make the first branding, because in the next year you must trial to work 1 year full, and you must earn money to after graduate study tour to 3 country, included Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand.
So I don't really get you well, but you said you have to earn the money in your school to maybe sponsor yourself to one of the countries you mentioned. Is that what you mean?
uh, and then yeah, because in Indonesian, if you enter to vocational high school in the last class, this the
Yes.
program trial to work in the some company.
Oh,
Maybe I wanna try to Malaysia, I think.
yeah, that's a nice choice. Shall I make it easy for you
I mean.
Yeah.
now?
And then maybe
So, where do you live right now? Or what area? In what city do you live right now in Malaysia?
Uh, I live in my hostel, the hostel of my school, and my school is located in Kuala Perlis, in the state of Perlis. So I think Kuala Perlis is the capital of Perlis. So yeah, that's where I stay. But sometimes I go to Kuala Lumpur to some of my friends to stay with them. But basically, I stay here in the hostel of my school.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I look at the Kuala Perlis here. That's great. There
Yes.
have a lot of mosques that have a good view. Yeah. Did you like the view of Kuala Perlis, or maybe you want to try go to another city?
Of course. Just to justify that, I like Kuala Perlis because, as you said, it has a lot of mosques and something. So it's very easy to perform Islam here, like to perform your religion here, and also you are exposed to nature. My school is very close to a beach, and also it has a lot of trees and rice farms, and it is very very nice, and like the nature is there. But to be honest, I prefer a city that's like Kuala Lumpur or Penang because yeah, my course, I I I need to participate in programs, for example, build programs, meet with new students from other universities, build AI systems together, and you know, just to discover new areas in my field. But here in Perlis, Everything is okay, but just that I'm just isolated here. I don't. There is no nearby university that uh, I can meet with new students and have these programs. And also, most of these programs are held in Kuala Lumpur. So going here to Kuala Lumpur is kind of not possible just for one program if it doesn't worth it. So I prefer other states to Perlis, in short.
Okay, and maybe the last question.
Yeah.
All right.
You have you tell in previous you have plan after graduate, and you in 5 semester now. In Malaysian there is in Indonesian like we gonna the other in urban area to like trial for work, yeah, like social work. And how about in Malaysia?
Sorry, I don't get you very well there.
Yeah, maybe um, in Indonesia we have some it's like urban area to got a trial for work. Is there some the same area or the same trial work in Malaysia?
You mean in Indonesia you have uh, job
Yes,
opportunities for students or
yeah, it's
what?
like in the last of majority high school we have some like um, trial to work. It's like we go to some company to trial our skills. Yeah, is there the same things in Malaysia or in your school?
Yes, but it's only after you finish your studies. It's called industrial training (IT). So it is compulsory for all students except for some students. So after you finish, for example, my course is 3.5 years. That is 6 semesters and 6 semesters. Yeah, 6 semesters, and the last one will be an industrial training (IT). So I have to go to a company and apply my skills, apply what I've learned for the previous 6 semesters, for the previous 2 years, sorry, 3 years, and it's just 5 months long. So yes, there are programs like that. It's kind of compulsory for us here. So during this time, you will be able to know the real world application of what you have learned. For example, Python programming language, Java programming language, uh, hypertext markup language, HTML, Cascadial style sheet, CSS, JavaScript, everything, but you just know them, you don't know what to use them for. It's kind of a waste, right? And also, these things are also kind of like you guys, you are Muslims, yeah. So you read Quran, right? You memorize Quran. So when you memorize Quran, you have to do muraja. If you don't do muraja, you will forget, right? It is the same case when it comes to programming languages. If you know a lot of programming languages and you don't use them, of course you will forget them. So in this case, you have to build projects with them. You have to work with them. In my case, I know some programming languages. Structured query language, SQL. I know this. I completed this language, but unfortunately, until today, I don't use it. So I'm very sure I have forgotten a lot of from this language. So also other languages, but yeah, I just do my best because studying, you don't have a lot of time for yourself. You don't have, yeah, you're not free completely because you have to go to classes, you have to complete your assignments, you have to read for tests, prepare for exams, and something like that. So I think, yeah, the idea of introducing this is very nice, industrial training. So yeah.
Yeah, also we always need uh, healing, yeah, for remove the stressful.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
thanks very
maybe
much
that's all.
for
Thank you very much, Mister, for your sharing. So
yeah,
That's our last question. So maybe we will close this sharing session with you. Thank you very much, Mister.
You're
And
welcome.
yeah, we just close it with um
Kafaratu
كفارة المجلس maybe.
subhanallah wa
سبحانك
bihamdi.
اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك
Like,
وأتوب إليك.
like,
Thank you very much, Mister. And sorry if we have some wrong or mistake in our language. Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Your language is very good, and inshallah, I hope to
okay.
see you guys again very soon. So good luck with your studies, and wish me luck as well. And yeah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mister.